Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Into the Breach. Today, hopefully, we're going to perfect the RST Corporation Island and then hit the Hive, thus accomplishing our 3-island length victory. And then we just need a 2-island length victory to get the coin for that achievement. I think we're doing very well on money. We're going to be able to afford whatever team we want for the next couple of runs at least. Alright, let's get in here. We can postpone the discussion on where you got this advanced weaponry until after you use it. She does not buy the time travel thing at all. I get that. I see where that's coming from. Alright. We got a lot riding now on our success on these objectives, which makes me even less want to do the difficult missions. Why don't we... This is the Terraformer mission, though. The Terraformer mission is pretty easy. It's a pretty good one. I don't know. We'll think about it. Destroy 2 mountains, kill 7 enemies. That doesn't sound like something that's terribly easy to accomplish with a freeze gun. Why don't we go this way? Unfortunately, power grid rewards are basically valueless to us. I really don't like increasing grid defense as a reward. I'd like to get all these stars, but I'm just worried that our tools are not really that well suited to this. We can do this, though. This is kill 7 enemies too, isn't it? And we don't get to see what the objectives on these other ones are. I might do this just because it's easier than guaranteeing that we'll kill 7 enemies. You know what? High threat detected. Let's do it. We need to activate one of our terraformers to destroy a Vec hive beneath the surface. I like the terraformer mission. So let's hope I don't screw this up. That's a lot of alphas. Should I move us out of terraformer range? I don't remember if I've done the terraform mission during the last video or not. The last playthrough, rather. But the deal with this is we're going to be terraforming the tiles around the terraformer in 2x3 blocks like this. So when the terraformer is fired, it will destroy everything in those spaces. So I kind of don't want to put robots in those spaces just in case we get scorpions running over and webbing us up. Like I don't want to get webbed in terraformer range. So we'll play this a little further back than usual. So we have to terraform the entire grassland back to desert, and we have to not let them kill the terraformer. In addition, we have the blast scion here, in case you don't remember. As long as the blast scion is alive, when something dies, it explodes out in all directions, dealing 1 damage. That's not great for us. So, this guy is trying to destroy the terraformer. This guy is trying to kill our tank, which is, frankly, impossible. A ridiculous idea. We have 5 movement here. 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay. So here's my plan. I think we use the tank to destroy the blast scion. We just run over to here. Shoot the blast scion like this. This moves the tank out of the terraformer range. We're going to activate the terraformer facing this direction this turn. But I'm not sure if doing so before killing the scion would have led this guy to explode and damage the buildings. So now we eradicate all life in front of the terraformer. Freeze us up. Get over here and crush this guy, turning his attack around, and he'll burn to death before he even gets his attack off, so it doesn't matter. And then here, I don't think I'm too worried about this guy. I think what I want to do is move over to here and then boost onto this space, block the spawn. And we can figure out other stuff next turn. There's not going to be too many enemies on the table, so it should be pretty easy. Okay. Unfortunately, I believe the terraformer has no effect on enemies that aren't surfaced yet. How do I want to handle this? Obviously, we can block a spawn here. Turn you around. And I'm thinking I might run the terraformer facing this way this turn. We have to do it once in each direction in order to terraform all of the grassland tiles. I might do it in this direction, just because I think this is the direction where we're least likely to see enemies standing and being dangerous in the future. And I don't know if it'll cancel the spawns. The whole point of this thing, right, is that it's supposed to be destroying the hive that's under the ground, but my suspicion is it won't cancel the spawns. Yeah, it didn't. Okay. That's fine. And then, like, we just block 2 of them. I mean, we're blocking 3 of them, obviously. Like, repair self, and then freeze one of the other units to just not take damage from the Vec that tries to spawn underneath it. That seems like an okay turn. I could have sequenced this better and killed this thing, probably. Okay, well that makes my terraforming decision on this side pretty easy. So I guess, like, move you to here. You finish that guy off. You move to here. We terraform this way. We can't actually freeze anybody. We can't do any useful freezing. Those fire projectiles so that I freeze. Okay, we're going to get only 1 enemy up here. All we have to do is run the terraformer facing this way, and we've accomplished all of our objectives. We had to push this guy back underground, which is easy enough. Just do any damage at all to him. Ah, but we could kill him if we hit him with the shield mech. 3 is a lot of damage. Okay, you need to get out of the way. Alright, there we go. Transformed the whole grassland, dealt with all the enemies. I'm feeling pretty good about the capabilities of this squad. I'm still pretty nervous that we're not going to hit max level with our pilots, though. Alright, what was I was putting reactor cores towards something, right? Oh, I was putting reactor cores toward maxing out damage here. Now the question is, do I really want to lose the movement point for an extra damage? The movement point has been very, very good to us. Maybe I just hold, so I guess I don't install the reactor core at all, just in case I decide I want it on somebody else later. For now, we just hold it, and if I get 1 more core, then we get the plus damage, and we get to maintain our move. We lose the 2 health, obviously we don't need it. Yeah, I guess that's fine for now. Defend the prototype Renfield bombs. Okay, defending stuff. I'm good at this. This is kind of our whole thing. This one's in kind of an awkward spot. Oh, hey, a time pod. There's probably a reactor upgrade in there. Alright, man, I really wish our tank was... Oh, no. We have actually maintained just enough movement to come over here and shoot both of these guys. So the tank plus the shield mech will deal with that. I'm gonna move this guy. This guy's dead. This guy's dead. Then the artillery mech. Unfortunately, that doesn't let us save both the bombs. We can't take advantage of this really cool shot because we have to make sure that we save both the bombs. So instead, if I were to boost over to here, that lets me push the 1 bomb out of the way. What is the attack order? Okay. So we can solve this problem by just hitting this guy with the Spartan shield. It'll turn his attack around, he'll knock this guy back underground before the attack on the bomb occurs. Yep. Very, very efficient. Should I have moved him first? He's going to get hit for 1 here. You know what? I actually don't even care about that. I actually don't want to kill this guy now. Which means that the tank has a turn of dubious value. Yeah, what am I going to do with this? There's not a lot of places that he can go and fire safely, unfortunately. We could use his targeted strike. Screw with stuff a little bit. Not really, though. It's actually very difficult for Camilla to contribute here. She can move and claim the time pod. And not claiming the time pod is bad, because I think it does count as an objective. And then, like, this guy just gets frozen, right? I can't actually get onto any spawns or anything. There's no place that I can use the targeted strike to move. I guess... Okay. Hold on. What's the attack order here? Okay. Using the targeted strike here... this'll kill it, though. Darn it. I was going to say, using the targeted strike here moves this guy down so that his attack lands on top of the Alpha Scorpion. But the problem with that, first of all, is that it kills this. And I can't do it with just pushback on from the Mirror Mech, because the Mirror Mech actually deals too much damage. Yeah, I think the only thing I can do is claim the time pod and make it safe. You come over here. Drop a freeze to save that bomb. And then we end the turn with a lot of enemies alive, a lot of new enemies spawning. This is actually... This is not great. I can't fire my weapon, though. Yeah, this is just not great. Tank of damage here, that's not so bad. And in fact, the smoke on the space may be more beneficial to us than harmful. Okay. If we move the shield mech out, the tank is actually in a really good position to deal with these guys. The explosions from the Blast Scion shouldn't be a problem. We can also just kill the Blast Scion with the Aegis mech before doing the attacks. Oh no, we can't. The Aegis mech has to hit this guy. And then Ice mech just repairs himself and then freezes this Scarab, I think. Oh no, this doesn't work. Because the Aegis mech's attack doesn't push... If he hits this guy here, it'll kill the bomb. So maybe what he does instead... Yeah, what he does instead is probably going to be smoking. Like, he just moves to a situation, moves to a position that's a little bit more relevant. Anywhere out of the way, really. And... smokes like right here. Makes a large area that's awkward for the enemies to interact in. Yeah, the explosion of that guy doesn't do anything. This guy blocks a spawn, and then... This feels a little bit silly, but I'm pretty sure it's right. Okay, no new spawns next turn. Yeah, things are under control. I do need to get rid of the Blast Scion. He's a very annoying enemy. Oh, I think we probably do it from here. Alright. Then... I could repair and freeze again, and that way we can block 2 of the spawns. Because if I have the shield mech deal with this guy, then obviously Poor Ice Mech doesn't really have a lot of stuff to do of value on his turn. We're actually getting pretty close to a level up. We need 8 more XP for her. Unfortunately, she can't actually kill this thing. It can be killed. She just can't be the one to do it. We could use the boosters to push the alpha out to here, and that'll make it safe to shoot it. Ah, but we're not doing any damage to it, so we don't break the ice. Okay, never mind. No XP for me. I wonder what their plan for disposing of these things is. Well, whatever. That sounds like a real someone else's problem. Mechs get the bonuses from the Vex Scions. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. I don't think that it's worth unequipping any of our stuff for it. We haven't actually used the targeted strike yet, but that's not because it's not cool. It's just we haven't had the right moment. Let's install both of these. Really get your damage up. We might just sell this thing back, honestly. Okay, kill 7 enemies, protect the emergency batteries, kill 7 enemies, kill 7... Okay, there. All of the remaining goals are kill 7 enemies. That's annoying. Let's do this one, because there's a Cataclysm here, and that will help us get some kills, but I'm actually really worried about this goal. I would hate to lose our perfect run streak now. Okay, so I believe what these do... Oh, hey. Got another time pod. Yeah, what these will do is these spaces fall out, so non-flying enemies on them will be killed. We gotta make that happen. A bunch. We did just get a big damage boost for our cannon mech, so we gotta intentionally not block spawns. We gotta not freeze stuff. So, like, we could run to, run our ice mech to, like, here. Or here, somewhere, and then boost to here, which will push that guy in the water. This guy's already dead. And then, like, cannon mech kills the scorpion. Actually, we can get a lot of kills this turn. Oh, I kind of thought that when he fell in the water, he wouldn't explode above the water, because how does that work? But okay, that's fine. We can sequence that differently. So I want to stand in a place where I'm not blocking the spawns. Need to make sure enough enemies come in for me to actually kill them all. Okay, now we're fine. Stand over here and take the shot and actually do 3 damage. And then you die to the seismic activity. Okay, we have enough upgrades now that it's possible for us to get the kills. I don't know, does this count as an enemy? Okay, this is awkward. We just have to get 3 kills. We're like well on our way already. I don't need to be so hyper aggressive now. We could probably do a little bit of blocking or freezing or something. Let's kill this guy because he's inconvenient. I want to shoot this thing, but the only place we can do it from is here, which prevents a spawn. And we have to... Oh, no, we don't have to freeze this guy. This guy's dead already. What am I thinking? He's just going to Cataclysm out. So, actually, we can block this spawn because I think... No, that is not an enemy. Alright. Well, I was going to block another spawn over here, too, but I guess I won't. Yeah, this guy's already dead, so let's just pick up the time pod to be safe. And we're done? I don't really want to block any more spawns, I don't think. I want to make sure that we can kill at least one enemy next turn. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to freeze myself. I was considering just freezing a building for safety, but I don't want to freeze myself. Okay, so we need one more kill. Okay, it's done. It turns out, because this counts. But let's also get this guy, because that's worth a level. And I don't think you even do have to move. Is there any way? No, there's no way I could get this kill. I'm just not close enough. You know, this space is going to become chasm, but it's not, or this whole row is going to become chasms, but it's not actually dangerous to the ice mech, because the ice mech's flying. You can see we can just move out over chasm spaces. So why don't we do this? We'll push him closer. That'll give him just enough movement to move here. I keep saying him. Sophia. Give Sophia enough movement to move here, which will let us get the XP for the kill. And then, you know what? Even for super double safety, we can just jet right back out of there. Okay, we did it. All this nonsense about actually killing the Vec. Who needs it? Real violence is a crutch. Just freeze everything. Let it be tomorrow's problem. Alright, another reactor core. Cool. +1 mech move. That's a valuable skill. So her skills are HP and move. That's actually... She's a really good pilot. A lot of pilots have grid defense mixed in, and as you can tell, not a big fan of grid defense. It's like, sometimes when you screw up, you'll have a very slight chance of not being punished for it. Well, again, I'd prefer not to do another kill 7 enemies mission just because of what I perceive as a high chance of failure, and this should actually be very easy. One of our weather turbines has reported a Vec attack. We can't afford to lose the turbine, but beware the storms in the area. They're out of our control. Alright, well, an awful lot of shielded buildings. Combined with a lightning storm that we may be able to manipulate into our favor. Sometimes the Vec will just... Wow, really? Didn't even want to move off of the death space. You know, Vec don't understand weather guidance systems. Also, they probably don't get the overlay that has all this information on it. So yeah, environment first as always. So you're dead and you're dead. This is the only enemy that's dangerous at all. It would be cool if this one was not here. I think what I'm going to do is move to here, then jet onto this space. This slams the spiderling egg into the shield mech, killing it. Frees up our motion a little bit, gets the only one of our mechs that's on a damage square out of it, blocks the spawn. I think there's a lot to recommend this move. Now we have some mobility. This guy only has 2... I mean, we just shoot him, right? It's enough spawns for you. Okay. There's our max level crew, and I'm feeling pretty good about this turn. Just imagine if the Vec had any idea of what human Earth weather patterns are like. Human weather patterns kind of makes it sound like we're responsible for them, which is not totally the case. Well, what, we just, like, freeze this guy, right? And then... we have enough move. Yeah, we have enough move to block a bunch of spawns. I guess I repair first. Yeah, I kind of thought Silica wasn't going to be super good in the Ice Mech, but actually he might be the best possible Ice Mech pilot. Kind of fantastic. I do wish that the little yellow markings around the lightning square wouldn't disappear when the lightning effect begins, because every single time it happens, I go, Oh no, am I on the wrong space? Did I actually accidentally end on the lightning space? Okay, well that's inconvenient. I guess it's not so bad. We can run this guy off while still blocking. I think that's it. I think that's our whole turn. Right? And I guess I freeze you. You don't take any damage when the new enemy spawns. Right there. I had the panic again. The effect started and I didn't see the outline of the lightning square and I was like, oh god, am I standing on it? Oh, hey, we got an achievement. Oh yeah, that's right. There's an achievement for just blocking Vec a lot over the course of your games. We certainly have done that. Yeah, this battle is like really over. I gotta say, the cannon mech here, the mirror mech, which has been our most difficult one to use correctly, has had a pretty easy battle this time out. Things have been very straightforward. I'm sure it'll be fine for us to just be crouched next to this mountain that's about to get hit with lightning so hard that it explodes. The chunks of rock coming out of it won't be moving that fast, right? Okay, all we have to do is... Oh wow, +1 reactor, that's pretty good. All we have to do is not bork this part. We're alright. I guess gain shield. We certainly don't need +2 health, so every time we use the shield bash, we'll gain a shield. Alright, a Vec monstrosity is assaulting our tower. We have to rely on you this final time to help us. Alright, the Vec Scion... Oh, you know what? I probably should have put on... The Vec Scion here... Yeah, it gives a ton of effects. I probably should have put on the passive that lets you gain effects from the Vec Scion. Although, I guess... What is it? It's regen, explode on death, +1 max HP. Actually, that stuff's not useful to us at all. We really don't need it. I guess none of the Vec effects really are. The one that gives you a point of armor could be interesting. Ooh, okay, this is an interesting setup. Maybe actually dangerous. So now remember, we don't actually have to stop them from dealing damage to the grid. That's not what we're here for. So what we care about most is killing you. Fortunately, the spiderling egg can't web up Camilla, because she is, somehow, her presence makes the whole mech web-proof. Like, this is pretty compelling. And then we freeze you, and the shield mech comes down here and smashes you. Yeah, the only thing that's unfortunate about this is that I can't be anywhere interesting while getting the freeze off. I guess what we do is freeze and then repair. There's no reason for this mech to be frozen at the beginning of the next turn. Then we do this and we just tank the hit. Oh, sorry, I don't tank the hit. I smoked him. And also I'm shielded. Okay, so the Scion's pretty much dead already. And in fact, it's moved into a terrible position, because obviously we're going to move the mirror mech up here and solve this. Yeah, don't think too hard about what it is they're spraying all over your mech. I just really would not recommend even considering that. What's the best way to do this? I mean, probably we just flatten this guy. Stand here, shielded, on top of the spawn. And I would rather block this spawn than freeze either of these guys, I think. We're talking about pretty low threat enemies here. Alright, all we have to do is keep them off the tower. That's a nice place for him to have moved. So, I mean, this seems like a no-brainer. We really do want to block as many spawns as possible this turn, but we have to deal with this. I mean, I guess as many spawns as possible is one. Not really... Not a lot of ways to make this fancy. Trying to think, is there... I guess it makes sense for me to, like, move up here and... Or maybe even... Sorry. It might be better to move here and freeze this building. Just put up a little bit of shielding while blocking. Maybe we'll get lucky and the Vec will decide to target this thing because it's, you know, it's close, it's convenient. Well, this is a very straightforward turn. These guys might be a little too powerful. They're very, very good. Problem solved, but also will freeze you just because, you know, that's what we do. It's frozen. Wait a second, Sophia says. Is that what you've been doing this whole time? You've been freezing them? I've been so distracted by this weird, like, steel battalion controller I have to use to drive this thing. I must admit, that was an impressive performance. We'll rest easier knowing that Vec monstrosity no longer infests our island. Alright, so that's 3 perfect islands. Ooh. Confused shot that flips the target's weapon. That's really cool. We definitely don't want 4 grid defense. I think we're going to take this guy and not use him, but just so that we have him unlocked for the future. Because being able to give any mech flying seems like it should be pretty powerful. I like our squad, though. Yeah, we're well adapted to using these people. Unfortunately, we actually don't need reputation. Like, there's no sense in holding on to you. We know we're sending Silica back because we have to use the same mech in the final battle 3 times. And then I just have 10 reputation. We don't actually need more reactor cores. Maybe I just buy 20% grid defense? Oh wow, that seems very powerful. Holy crap. Wait, isn't there an achievement for getting like a really huge amount of power grid or something? Earn or buy 10 grid power on a single corporate island. And we've actually already gotten 2 on this island, so if we spend 8 like this, it's a little wasteful, but we can get this achievement that I probably won't want to try to get at any other time. Yeah, okay, so why don't we sell the targeted strike, which I'm not using, to pick up this wind torrent, which seems bananas. Shoot a projectile that phases through objects. Wow, that also is really cool. And these are both very interesting. Let's pick up the wind. The wind torrent seems... It will let us do some crazy, crazy things. And then we buy power until we get the achievement? Okay. And then I guess we buy another power, probably? That's a pretty cool weapon, but I don't think we'll use it. I think I like the stuff we have. Yeah, okay, 35 grid defense, I guess. Let's install this. Oh, we have to power that. You know, since she got +1 move, I feel a little bit more comfortable doing this. So it's 1 use per battle or unlimited uses with only a single extra core. This seems like a great item to me. Oh, we have a loose core, actually. Would I rather have unlimited uses of the Wind Torrent? No, probably not. There are a lot of times when we're not going to want to use this because I would much rather just shoot stuff. Although... what if we moved the Wind Torrent over to Silica, trade the boosters to the tank mech, and that way we can Wind Torrent and like dust. There's a lot of applications with being able to do stuff multiple times with the Wind Torrent available. But we can't get the unlimited uses. Alright, let's stop fiddling around with it. This is fine. This is fine. Power this once. We'll install the other core here. As much as I really do love all the movement, and I do, it might be better to be able to do this multiple times per battle. No, we do so much damage. Like, I'm going to want to shoot with the tank fairly frequently. It's just there every once in a while we get a weird turn where the wind torrent will be better. Okay. 3 corporate islands without failing an objective. Nice and easy. Oh, yeah, also that. We're definitely ready for hard. Okay, let's finish this thing. With the Vec driven off the islands, you have a chance to wipe them out at their source. You are humanity's last hope. I mean, sort of. There's a lot of us's around. An infinite number of timelines, and an infinite number of last hopes. Okay, why are some of the spaces green at the beginning? Alright, this guy's annoying. So we have 35% grid defense and 7 points of grid power to work with here. All we have to do is not totally screw this up. Well, it might be good to freeze this guy. You're going to do 3 damage. You're going to do 3 damage. He's kind of in an awkward place. Hitting him with the shield doesn't really do anything. What if we did wind turbine already? What if I like wind turbine and push everybody up and to the right? Well, it won't actually push him up. Would it move the rocks too? Yes, it would. Okay, so up and to the right will put you here. I guess that does mean that it's now shooting at a real target. Whereas right now, all we have to do is move the ice mech out of the way. It's a little awkward because we can't stand in a spot where we're blocking and also freeze something. I could have the Aegis mech come down here and put some serious damage on this guy while blocking. This rock is a real problem, though. Maybe we want to use the wind to push everybody this way. That breaks this attack and this attack. In fact, kills this guy via the lava. It does not, however, help us block spawns. We can figure it out, though. So I guess the real question is, do I want to move the tank first? I do think this is right. This gives us some time to figure this guy out. Do I want the tank to be somewhere else first? Maybe down here just so that we have better access to everybody? Boost down here, freeze you. And get that spawn block. And then maybe just stand here, punch this guy. Get the shield so I don't take any damage from him. So now this guy's injured enough to die to a single, like, getting moved into one of his rocks, or it should be very easy for us to get rid of him. And we only have 2 other active enemies for next turn. We can run the tank, thanks to all this extra movement. We can run the tank all the way over to here, push this guy to here. But doing so does not actually kill this guy. We still have to deal with this guy's attack. We can have the shield mech come over here, hit this guy, which will turn him around and will lower his health enough that this attack will kill him. Oh no, I can't stand here. A fireball will strike here, destroying anything present. You know what? We could have the ice mech jump onto this spot. Unfortunately, it'll be his whole turn because he has to move and then jump. But jump onto this spot. That'll get both of these guys killed by fireballs. You gotta move the mirror mech first so that this actually gets pushed. And that will disable all of the meaningful attacks for the turn. Unfortunately, this guy's gonna break the ice here. There's not really anything I can do about it. I can block this spawn. I won't get hit by the Hornet because the fireball will kill him first. Yeah, I like this. So we gotta figure out where we want to put the mirror mech because he can't be here. Although I guess actually we could just move the mirror mech to here and kill that guy. Silica goes here, boosts like this. Yeah. And then you just stand here and attack, not because the damage matters or the turnaround matters, but because it gives me a shield. Alright, 3 new enemies, but all the old enemies do die in a fire. Sophia is a master of stating the obvious. Alright, this guy's more annoying than anything. Alright, so as things stand, if we just let this guy charge, he'll break his friend out of the ice, but he'll also block this spawn. I would like to get rid of you. So I guess if we let this guy charge, we end up with 1 blocked spawn, but 2 active enemies. Whereas if I come over here, if I just like move the mech over, the ice mech somewhere and freeze him, we have only 1 active enemy. The spawn's not blocked, but we end up with just 1 enemy. So I think this is pretty good to get this spawn block on top of it. All I actually have to do for this guy is move out of the way. Although, actually, the best way to deal with the Scion is probably just killing him. We don't have to worry about the damage at all. And then you can shoot this guy off the cliff. It's the same net enemy effect as blocking a spawn, but doesn't require you to take a damage. Alright, so we have 1 turn left. Just 3 enemies. All we have to do is prevent these guys from doing any grid damage at all, and we are in very good shape for the second phase. Well, okay, I think we are in very good shape for the second phase then. Right? Because this solves a number of problems, and then you just smash this thing. And we shoot this guy out of spite more than anything else? Alright, I think that was a really good first half. We have a lot of room for error down here in the hive. Yeah, all we gotta do is keep this bomb safe. They would have to destroy almost every power pylon. Good. Well done. Yeah, they'd have to destroy almost every power pylon for us to lose to power. Okay, I was about to say, and none of them are even going to attack the pylons. How nice, but this guy had to go and spoil it. So... yeah, mostly what we need to do is move. This guy is a little bit of an issue, obviously, because he will charge the pylon, or he'll charge the bomb if we move out of the way. And turning him around isn't much of an idea either. What do I want to do here? Well, we could just freeze him. Or, like, move to here and freeze him. And then, this is the only thing that's actually dangerous at all to our power, and nothing else is dangerous in any way. But it would be cool, like, we'll move to here and shoot this guy so that he gets hit by the falling rock. We just need to lower the number of enemies a little bit. I think this is the plan, though. And then you can come over here. We'll just eat the 1 grid damage, because it doesn't really matter. I don't think it's worth the difficulty of getting in to deal with that guy. I mean, we could do this, I guess. Yeah. Why take the grid damage when we don't have to? Create a little bit of a baffle. And it's worse for the enemies than it is for us, because our cannon mech is still operational inside the smoke. Our range of capabilities is so wide now that it's difficult for us to find situations where we can't do anything. Which is exactly where you are trying to get to. Okay, so these spaces will no longer spawn stuff after they become lava, as you might imagine. This guy's attack being blocked means that he can't break out of the rocks, which means he can never move again. So actually, this smoke permanently disabled him. I did not realize that was the case. I think we're maybe going to break this this turn, though. I kind of want to put the cannon mech here and fire on this axis. Oh, I guess I was going to say so that we could have this guy block, but actually that doesn't happen because we kill him. The cannon does too much damage. So maybe what I do instead... I'll just kill him like this. Then we can have the cannon mech move up here and shoot that guy to relocate him. And I guess you just go here and, like... provide a little bit of armor. Yes, the key to dealing with the enemies is to never let them spawn onto the level in the first place. Wait. I was gonna move here, take advantage of our being able to do stuff in smoke for the first time, and kill this guy, and then just pass the turn and let the remaining 2 enemies spawn. But I can't shoot him into the power grid. I mean, I can. And maybe maybe should. I could use my wind torrent to move everybody down a space. Move the Aegis mech up first. Wind torrent to move everybody down into the right of space. That throws him in the lava. Oh, but you can't move after using the wind torrent, that's right. So actually, that play is very complicated, and it's not actually any different than just doing this. Boy, I don't even know what to do with you. Pretty much nothing, I guess. Freeze this guy? I don't even want to use your second action, because repairing yourself out of the ice doesn't do anything except end you with 1 damage on you that you don't have to take. Okay. Now I think moving everybody down one space is actually pretty interesting. It negates this attack. It kills him. Actually, it kills them both by putting them onto the tentacle spaces. It causes the Alpha Beetle to charge himself into the lava. And he's not massive. He will die. It does cause me to put my Aegis mech into the lava, I guess. I could do this first. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. Block the spawn that's still going to be a spawner. Oh, the bomb. Yeah, I pushed the bomb onto a tentacle space. Oops. Well, the good news is we have a second bomb. You know, because we're so good at defending bombs. Victory in 2 turns. Everything's fine. Boy, the consequences for allowing the bomb to be destroyed are, like, quite small. Well, I guess we just block a bunch of spaces, right? You repair yourself, you move here, and ice. You just go here, I guess? Maybe it's better to have the enemies come up sort of in the center. Yeah, that was an error. But it looks like we're going to be okay. Here's an extra bomb, you know. I know I told you to really take care of that one. That's very important. But here's an extra bomb. Don't screw this one up. We thought it would be a good idea to have a spare, because I know how you are. Okay. Well. Moving to here and shooting that guy seems like a pretty good play. The bomb seems to be in no danger at all. Right, I do this. He has to come over here and break the webbing off. Or I guess that actually isn't true. I can get out of the webbing myself. Then we move here to a non-tentacle space, where I guess we hit this guy. Just to generate a shield. No, icing this guy doesn't do anything. But neither does anything else I can do. Oh, that's not true. I can do this. Take that, giant hornet. Okay. Thank you, Jessica. I really, really appreciate you covering for me there. Well, sorry, Camilla. You know, she's not dying or anything. She's gonna be sent to a new, different timeline to command her own squad. We gotta stick with Silica. But honestly, if we weren't working on accomplishing this achievement, I probably would take Camilla, because she seems very good. After we get our third final battle with Silica, we'll experiment some more with some new pilots. I just want to mop up these achievements that take multiple runs to do as early as we can. Give us a little bit of freedom in the future. So, thanks to the valiant efforts of Sophia Patel, Camilla Vera, and Silica, Vec has been destroyed, saving this timeline from ultimate doom. Hey, we did it. So we are going to take Silica one more time. And let's have a quick look at... Okay, we are on 12 achievement bucks. So yeah, we can buy anything we want. We're going to play the next game on hard. We're going to try to do a 2-island victory. We'll see how feasible that is. So that's a couple more achievement points coming. I never did get 3 enemies with a single attack of the cannon. But you know, we're so high on coins right now, I think it's probably fine. I kind of totally forgot about it. Anyway, so we're about to start a new run. We're about to start on hard. You guys, again, are going to be the arbiters of which squad we choose. So, as a refresher, we have the hazardous mechs here. have spectacular damage output, but rely on nanobots feeding off dead Vec to stay alive. I imagine this is that passive that we saw during the first run, where you get a heal every time you get a killing blow on a Vec. We have the Flame Behemoths. They're fireproof, and they shoot fire everywhere. They just set the whole map on fire. I like them very much. The Steel Judico, who specialize in making the Vec hit each other, which might be valuable on higher difficulties, because I think one of the main things that makes the difficulty higher is that there's more enemies. The Zenith Guard, all about beam and shield technology. Not a lot of experience with that. The Blitzkrieg, who I've never played, all about the mass destruction capabilities of harnessed lightning. And the Rusting Hulks, which are the electric smoke guys. I think these guys are pretty powerful. So let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below. And of course, come back next time, stepping up to a higher difficulty, and I don't know, maybe getting our faces kicked in. We'll see. And we'll see you then.